My alarm is waking me up.
Okay, so I just want to remind you of our conversation yesterday. When we solve these equations, circle your variable. We're going to do reverse PEMDAS. PEMDAS. Reverse PEMDAS when we are trying to undo everything, okay? So in a situation like this, we're gonna add or subtract that Q before we multiply or divide that coefficient. Now, some of you are looking at set 3 and you're like, whoa, because there are some different types of problems. So I want you to go ahead and turn to page 12. And we're gonna look at example 12.
Whoa.
Draw your fence and take a deep breath. Okay, you do what works for you, Corin. Now, some of you are panicking. There is no need to panic. We are going to solve this just like we did yesterday, okay? So Trent, what's our first step?
Add.
Thank you, Corin, for helping Trent. Okay, 7 is being subtracted from 2/3 x. So to undo it, to undo subtraction, we are going to add 7 to both sides. Okay, so we still have our 2/3 x. Now we have 5 plus 7. 12. Now this looks like a problem from that scissors worksheet. You remember that like scissors with the sharp moves worksheet? Okay. So 2/3 is being multiplied to x, which means we need to divide it. And remember, dividing by a fraction is the same thing as multiplying by its flip. So Jada, what do we need to multiply by?
12 times.
Yep, yes, okay. We need to multiply both sides by 3/2. If you have a fraction multiplied to your variable, then we multiply by its reciprocal, because Tyler, what's 3 times 2? What's 2 times 3? What's 6 divided by 6? Oh, so they cancel out.
Like 3 times 2 and then 2 times 3.
Yeah.
You go like across. Okay.
Do you have to like the 2 times, 3 times?
You do not have to show this.
Okay.
But I mean, we have to undo it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you undo it?
By multiplying by 3/2. That's how we're undoing that 2/3. Okay. Now over here, this is like a 12/1. So we have 12 times 3 divided by 1 times 2. We're just doing it with a 2-step problem. An extra step. Okay. Okay, should we do another one together?
No. Let's work on the homework. 13.
Let's do 13 together. You seriously want? I am serious.
She's super serious. But you got straight face on right now.
Okay, I hear a lot of talking. We need to stop. We're gonna work on number 13. Okay, now here is our variable C. Ryan, what do we need to move first? We need to move the 9 first, and 9 is being added, so we need to undo our addition by subtracting 9 to both sides. Okay. So we still have our negative 5/8 on the right. The 9 minus 9 undo each other. But now over here on the right side, we have left side, we have -1 minus 9. If you want to do keep, change, we have -1 plus -9. Ryan says that's -10. Do you agree with Ryan? Okay, thanks, Ryan. At this point, we need to get C by itself. Well, -5/8 is being multiplied to C. So Brady, what do we need to do to both sides? Okay, so we need to divide by -5/8, which is the same thing as multiplying by. Dividing by 5/8 is the same thing as multiplying by. Okay, so I'm gonna do -8/5. We're gonna multiply to both sides. Okay. -5/8 times -8/5. Those are reciprocals, so they cancel out. That's the whole point. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put -10/1 so we can see the fraction. We have -8 times -10. And we have 5 times 1. Corin, what's 80 divided by 5?
So you lose.
Okay, so I am hearing from you that you're ready to do this without me.
Yes. Let's work on that.
No, that's not what I said. You still have. Do number 14. No, because we need to look at the problems underneath.
Oh, thank you.
Number 14 is what you're working on right now.
Jada, would you guess?
No, I don't. No,
I
please
got
stop
45.
talking to me so I can hear.
45?
She's talking. So I'm trying to- I think you should call us.
I think Miss Holman, Miss Holman. Well, I think she should let me hear by each other, so we don't have to shout across the room. That it was. That's what I think, Miss Holman. Unless it's. Do you agree with me, Jada? Then no. Miss Holman, I think you should play.
It's mine.
I wasn't gonna do it. You asked him, I was messing.
No.
Ask Jada.
Or not let her take that.
Not today.
Not let her
Not
take
tomorrow.
that.
Is it gonna be ever? Back when it is.
I might be sick of you by then. All right, let's talk about this problem. Cordell, what's the first thing that you did? You added 16 to both sides. So we have 1/3 M equals 15. Do you agree with that? Okay. Bennett, what did you do next? Okay, and dividing by 1/3 is the same thing as multiplying by. And he said it helped him to put 15 over 1. So you got M equals 45. Okay, now, I promise you will get to start your homework. But we need to talk about problems that look like this. So do you see down below where we have this right here? Okay. Now, when we have something that looks like this, if P plus Q or P minus Q is being divided all of it by a number, then we have to get rid of that number first, because that division is tied to everything. So in this problem, we are going to have to undo the division in our first step before we can undo the addition or subtraction, because all of this is being divided by that P. Okay, so I want you to look at number 15. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to box my X. Now, would you agree that in this scenario, 1 is now closer to X than 6 is? Okay, because X minus 1, all of it is being divided by 6. All right, so I need to first undo the division. All right, and Quinlan, how am I going to undo the division? Okay, so we're going to multiply both sides by 6 so that these cancel out and we are left with X minus 1 equals 12.
So they can't each other out.
Yeah, because this is like 6 over 1. Mhm. So this is like 6 divided by 6 is what's happening, and they cancel. So now we have X minus 1 equals 12. So Arisa, now what do? We need to undo the subtraction by adding 1 to both sides to get X equals.
What if I could just look at the process? Why do all this extra?
I do want you to show me your work. And I know that you don't like that answer, Trent. But here's the deal.
I could just look at that and know the answer.
Here's the deal. I need everybody to listen to me because Trent has an important question. Go down, up here. If you do your work in your head and you make a mistake, number 1, I can't help you figure out where you went wrong. Number 2, you miss all the points instead of maybe some partial credit. Okay. Let's do number 6. Let's do number 16. I can talk, it's fine. All right, so this is number 16. Draw your fence. Do you remember when you like looked at these problems and got really scared, Trent?
Yeah, but they're easy.
Do you- Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
they were like,
I know. And now that we're doing them, are they so bad? Okay, here is my variable M. Okay, now, do you agree that 17 is closer to M than our minus 2? Okay, since 17 is closer to M, it's the last thing to go. -2 needs to be the first thing to go. Okay, -2 is all of it being M plus 17, all of it is being divided by -2. So to undo our division, we need to multiply both sides by -2. Okay. So this is like a -2 over 1. And if I have a -2 in the numerator and a -2 in the denominator, they cancel each other out. That's the whole point. So we're left with m plus 17. Okay. Denise, what's our next step? What is our next step? How do we get m by itself now? We need to undo the plus 17 by subtracting 17. So now we have -18 minus 17. So let's do keep, change, change. I'm adding two negative numbers together, which means we do what with our numbers? So is that 35? -35. Thank you, Jada.
Boy, calm down. Check the chill pill.
Before I release you to your homework, I want to make sure that you can do this. So this is what we're going to do. You are going to do number 17. Once I have checked 17 that you have the right answer, then you can start your homework, which is finishing the green sheet, which is set 3. Okay, you do 17.